hello to you too. Hi, hello, welcome back, Bookers Besties, to another video. Are we vibing with the new intro, with the little intro thingy? I'm gonna add music to it this time around, so there will be music to what you just saw this time, because the past couple times I've done it, there's been no music and it's just been dead silent, and that kind of feels awkward and I don't like it. So this time we're adding music in, and so hopefully that makes it a bit more enjoyable. But I like doing my little clap, so when I edit, I can clap and then cut to the it just makes sense in my small little brain of here, okay? Thank you. But as you can see by today's title, okay, as you can see by today's title, it's time for my October TBR. Now, at the time that I'm filming this, I think I have only finished 5 books. And only one of the 5 books that I have finished has been on my September TBR. But I digress. Next week's video is in part trying to catch up with my reading goal, but also in part trying to finish my September TBR. You'll see it when you see it, okay? So, with that being said, let's just go ahead and pick these books. If you also watched last week's vlog, you will know that I moved. I said last week, if you watch Wednesday's vlog, you will also know that I moved and broke my bookshelf. So I only have 3 shelves, okay, of said bookshelf, and the other 2 are sitting here broken. I don't see them getting fixed anytime soon, so I will be buying myself at least 1, maybe even 2 bookshelves, just so I have enough room for all of my books in the future. I don't know how soon that future may be, but in the future. So let's just hop right into it. I think we're gonna stick with 6 books for this month, just to be safe, just to give myself room to mid-read, because I do have a fall TBR. Maybe I can fit some of those books from my fall TBR into this video somehow. We'll see, but let's just get started. At some point, I'm gonna have to get up to go get my iPad, because it's not over here with me, and I like to have that on hand. I have redone a bit of this since the last video, but it's unimportant because a lot of these are still a Goodreads choice book. Yeah, no, seriously, the first prompt said, screw you, go get your iPad right now. Alright, that means, what this prompt basically means is a book. Nala was licking the jar with the prompts in them. Anyways, this prompt means a book that has either been a Goodreads Choice book that was nominated for a Goodreads Choice Award, or was a Goodreads Choice Award winner. Whatever it may be, I think one of the books on my fall TBR is one, but I'm not sure. So let me grab my iPad so we can look at that. Let me just... Okay, hello, I'm back. We're having fun. Let's see if I have any from the 2024 one. No, but one of them is on my want to read, and it gives fall vibes. I didn't add this in my fall TBR video, but I do. This book intrigues me a lot. But the book I want, listen, Nala, isn't this, yeah, this is a 2023 winner. So should I put this on my TBR? Should I put this book on my TBR? Because this book is already on my fall TBR. Fine. Where is it? It's somewhere. Oh, it's down here. Wayward by Amelia Hart won in the Goodreads Choice Awards in 2023, I think it says. Yeah, 2023. I don't know what category it won in. But I have had this on my TBR for a while. It's been on my radar for a while. I think I bought this book one of the first times I went to Barnes & Noble and earlier this year, and I got this. Like I said in my fall TBR video, this just screams fall for whatever reason. I don't know what reason that may be, but it screams fall. The cover just screams fall vibes. So I'm gonna add it to my TBR. If it's a prompt, it's on my fall TBR. Killing two birds with one stone. I think so. That's you see what okay. I'll shut up. Prompt number 2. I have like 2. Both of my, like the way I'm touching them, I'm gonna put that one back because I have more grip on this one. I don't know what this is gonna say. I don't even remember some of the prompts. Shortest book on my TBR. I think I'm gonna use my TBR, my want to read shelf on Goodreads for this. Because you can sort your want to read. If you go up to here, you can actually sort it by number of pages. And then it'll give you the little counts. Okay, my question is, oh, okay, I see the page numbers. What's the, what? The longest book on my TBR is scary. We're not gonna look at that. But if I'm looking at this, you can scroll and you see like the little numbers. I don't know, that's not short. All of them are novellas, but I don't want to read a novella. I really don't. I want to read like a full-length novel. No, I don't know. This is hard. I'm struggling. Grave Matter does not have the amount of pages. Oh, that's because it's that version. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go for this one, but I don't know yet. We're gonna go for a book that actually has pages, except it's not gonna be one of the novellas. It's gonna be a full-length novel. So I can either go for a torn page or Down Among the Sticks and Bones. And I think, since I want to continue on the series instead of starting series, we're gonna go with Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Charlotte McGuire, which is the second book in the Wayward Children series by Charlotte McGuire. I read, what is the first book's name? What is it? Every Heart a Doorway earlier this year. Really enjoyed it. Want to continue on with the series. So I put Down Among the Sticks and Bones on my TBR. And that book also kind of gives me fall vibes. But in the Wayward Children series, you're following these children who can like open up doors to like different fairy tale lands pretty much. And I'm pretty sure this book is following like Jack and Jill, if I remember correctly. If you read book 1, you'll know why we're following Jack and Jill. But in this setup of the story, Jack and Jill are twin sisters instead of brother and sister. I'm not gonna, I mean, I can tell you what this book is about, but I don't even know what this book is about myself. I just know I'm pretty sure we're following Jack and Jill in this one. So we're just gonna add Down Among the Sticks and Bones to my TBR. I'm probably gonna listen to the audiobook. That's how I read Every Other Doorway earlier this year. So I think I'm just gonna listen to the audiobook and call it a day. Leave it at that. So that's book 2, the shortest book on my TBR that was like a full-length novel, but also not like a novella in like another series. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? You down? Word. Nala, please stop. Prompt number 2. Number 3. I'm gonna just pull this out the jar. I'm gonna shake it. If you hear something in the background, that is Nala being a menace to a basketball. So I don't know what that says. Book with 300 plus pages. Girl! Book with 300 plus pages. That's very light. That's a 3, I think. We're gonna go with 3. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tell if that was a 5 or a 4 or something, but that's a 3. 300 plus pages. Is this 300 plus pages? Just barely. I don't want to read that book. I do want to read that, but I don't want to read that. Like, I don't want to, like, that's just not the book. I know this could work, but I don't want to read that either. I think this is the book I want to read. I don't even think. I know this is the book I want to read. Okay. And this should be, yeah, I think this is closer to 400. This is actually 400 pages, but like, maybe I can send them a prompt. So we're just gonna go for the one I was thinking of originally, which is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I already know this is over 300 pages. This is 375 pages long. I'm trying to finish the series before the end of the year. And these books give fall vibes. The way people sell the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes is think of Criminal Minds, but make it YA and throw in a love triangle. And listen, it sold me and I'm in love with it, okay? I love me some Cassie, Dean, Michael, Sloane, Leah. She's alright. She's not my favorite, but like, she's at the bottom of my list of characters right now. Maybe I'll like her in later books, but right now, she's her. But I read The Naturals this month in September, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my October TBR. I'll probably read this very early in October, just for the simple fact that I need to get this series finished before fall, because if I don't finish it in fall, it's not going to get read until next fall. These just give fall vibes, and I don't want to ruin the vibes, okay? So we're going to read this during fall. This is over, like I said, this is over 300 pages. It's 375 to be exact, with excluding the acknowledgements. And as you can see, the books get kind of longer as we go on. But I want to read this really, really badly. I've been thinking about The Naturals ever since I finished rereading it for like the second time this year. I know that's crazy, but I just felt the need to reread it. I needed to find my love for it again, okay? And that's what I did. So we're adding Killer Instinct to the monthly TBR. Prompt number 4. I was trying to think and I just could not remember. I'm just gonna go for the topic, so I'm just gonna. Yeah. Read a booktuber 6-star read. I think I think I have one of these. I'm trying to remember. Let me go look. Let me go look at a booktuber I watch and think about their 6-star reads. Like if I do Cassidy, does she have a 6-star read that I have not read? Oh God, this prompt, I mean, listen, I could go for so many people's books. I don't know. This is where the problem lies. Oh, I could also, I know this, she literally just finished talking about this book, and I read the first book in this series this month, and I want to go ahead and continue on the series. I am going to buy physical copies of the series, but I'm going to read them from my library first, and that is These Infinite Threads by Tahari Mafi. I read This One Kingdom in September. You will see that in my September wrap up. What I thought of it, I have thoughts, I have words, I have things to say. Okay, so I want to go in and continue with the series, and I know this is Rachel's favorite book in the series, and this is book 2 in the series. I am excited for book 2. The way book 1 ended. No, I did. Like, it took me a while to get into This One Kingdom, but I'm excited to read book 2. Book 2 is a 5-star prediction for me, which that's going to be a video coming your way soon. So, yeah, I want to add this to my TBR because I know this is like Rachel's like 6-star God tier book for her. Like, she would put it on Mount Rushmore if she could type of book. So, I'm going to put it on my TBR. I feel like it's only right for me to put on my TBR because I'm excited to read it. The way I'm continuing on with like 3 series right now is crazy, but we're going to continue with the game. We're going to continue with the rolling, okay? So, yeah, that's prompt number 4. This is making me want to do 8 prompts just by the strict fact that these books, I know for sure, these last 2, all the books so far are going to get read. So we're going on to prompt number 5. I'll go for this one because it's kind of like ready to come out of there. A book with the blue cover. Okay. Well, go to my physical stuff since we've chosen 2 books physically and 2 books like that I don't physically own yet. We're gonna go for another physical book for prompt 5. I don't see. This is a problem. This is the problem. I don't think I own any books with blue covers. What? I just think that I don't own any books with blue covers. I'm looking at my shelf. That's not a blue cover. This is unheard of for me. Or should I? Should I? This is the only contender I have off of my physical TBR, and I need to get my physical TBR down. So we're going to add light from Uncommon Stars. The cover isn't completely blue, but for the most part it is blue. You have some like very dark blues up here. So it's blue, okay? I know nothing about this book. I know it's queer. That's it. So I'm going into this like blind. I really love the way this feels. It's one of those matte covers, and I just want to like. This feels. This feels right. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook with this because I tried reading this a couple months ago, but I was not following along very well. So I think I'm gonna use the audiobook and read it like eyeball read it as well. So immersive reading, to see how it goes. I'm excited. I really don't really know anything about this book. I'm pretty sure it's sci-fi, but that's all I really know. I kind of want to keep it that way. I don't want to know anything else, so I'm not going to read the back. But this has been on my TBR for a really long time. It is a 5-star prediction for me, just sort of based off things I've heard about it, but I don't think about it. So we're just going to put this on TBR and call it a day. I also have decided in the middle of me picking that book, we're going to do 8 books. So 4 that I don't own physically that I'll probably either read by video audiobook or library. And then 4 that I own physically. So yeah, let's just go ahead on to prompt 6, which means we still have 2 more prompts. I'm just in a good mood. I'm in a reading mood. Like the book I'm reading currently has set the tone for a reading mood. So we'll just get this one since it wants to become between my fingers. I don't know what that says. Book bought because of the cover. I I don't know. I gotta think. I gotta think about a book that I bought strictly for because of the cover. Um. Oh. 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 I mean. I don't even know why I'm lying to myself. Belladonna by Adeline Grace. Yes, I've heard about this book via like booktubers and stuff reading it, but also I bought this book strictly for the fact that this cover, stunning, okay? She's beautiful. She is the moment. She is something, okay? So we're just gonna add it to the TBR. I started reading this a couple months ago, like off camera. But I never really like got too far into it. I think I literally got to chapter 2 and that was it. Yeah, no, literally got to chapter 2 and that was it. Have not touched it since. Have not thought about it since. So that being said, we're just gonna completely start over. Okay, we're gonna start from the beginning and read this book. But this was bought based on the cover. I was at the bookstore and I was like, "What bookstore I want?" And I looked at the cover of this and went, "Yeah, You're Coming Home with Me." I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's all the flowers. I don't know. All I know is I want it because of the cover. Not gonna lie to you. So here we are. So my next 2 books have to be digital books. That's fine. I really truly don't need to be buying a bunch of books, but I also need to leave room to read off my physical TBR. So this is thick and I don't know why. Was that? Yeah, that was upside down. Book that reminds me of my favorite season. My favorite season is fall. So what you're telling me is, I should read a book that reminds me of fall. That makes me think of fall. Ooh, this is hard. Look at my want to read shelf on Goodreads. I feel like I'm going back to this. It's way too much. But I think I already know what I want to read. I think I already know what I want to read. Like, there's no doubt about it in my brain. And this may sound insane to you for me to be putting this on my TBR, and I haven't even finished book 1 yet. It's what I'm currently reading. But I need to know what happens, but also this book, the vibes that this book gives off such fall vibes that I can't help but think that book 2 is also gonna give off fall vibes. Nothing helps. This doesn't help the fact, but it also was released in late August, which makes it also a perfect fall read because it came out in late August. So the Oleander Sword by Tulsa Shuri. I am currently reading the Jasmine Throne. It's literally sitting over there on my little couch in front of my TV. Yeah, it's sitting over there. I'm like 60% of the way through with it, and I'm absolutely loving it, okay? You will hear more about it in next week's vlog, okay? But yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm finishing it tomorrow. Not tonight. I'll probably get a couple more. I'll probably get like a couple 50 to 75 pages in more. Cause I'm like, I'm thriving in the middle of that fucking book right now. So we're gonna add book 2 to the TBR because book 1 gives such fall vibes, and I'm loving it. Like, I'm eating that book up. So with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and add book 2 because it's already added to my TBR. I literally finished a couple chapters ago. I finished the chapter and then immediately went to add book 2. I was like, yeah, no, at this point I'm too invested to not want to continue on with the series. So it's getting added to the TBR. I don't know if that's about me. I don't know whether it's me committing too early or not, but for right now, it's getting added to the TBR. This is bothering me. I need this to, it's sideways, it's crooked. Okay, the camera angle just changed a bit, but you're fine. So we're adding it to the TBR. I just blabbed on, but you'll hear me blab more about the Jasmine Throne in my monthly wrap up because I'm enjoying it way too much to not continue on. So book 2 is getting added to the TBR immediately, right now, here and now, between us. Alright, the last book that we're adding to the TBR is another book that I probably will not physically own, but we will see. Depending on the pump I get, I could pull another physical book, but I don't know if I will or not. book with the place and the title. Let me think. Could I count? No. I mean, technically the book I'm thinking of is a place. It's literally the title of the book and it is a place in said book. Let me do some. Carval. Now, I'm stretching this a bit because technically this could mean two things. This could mean like a real place, like a real world place, or it's like a place in a book. And since this takes place at Carval, and the book title is Carval, we're gonna use this. This is also on my fall TBR, so this is just knocking out two birds with one stone here. How have I added 3 books from my fall TBR into this? I don't know. You tell me. Maybe we can talk about it together. But for right now, we're going to add this to TBR because this does take place at Carval, and that is a place. And it is the title of the book. This will be a reread for me, but I read this like 2 years ago, so it's a little foggy in my brain. Nala! It's a little foggy in my brain, but we're gonna reread it so I can finish out the series and go into the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I do know we're following Stella. I think her name is Stella? No. Scarlet! Oh, I was combining Donatella and Scarlet together to make Stella. Scarlet was following Scarlet, and she's always wanted to travel to Carval, I believe. And she has written letters to like the person who runs Carval, and it's like, please let me and my sister come. It's like the one thing we want before I get married, and yada yada yada. When finally one day she gets a message saying that she now has 2 tickets to go to Carval, and so she decides to go to Carval with her sister. But when she gets to Carval, she finds out that her sister has been taken, and it is a game to find her sister. And so now she's embarking on this very, very mysterious and treacherous game of Carval to find her sister before everybody else does. So yeah, that's pretty much all I remember. That's the premise. I believe I could be, like I said, it's a little foggy in my brain, but that's the premise that I remember. So we're gonna read this. I believe there's also a slight romance in here, but it's not a romantasy. This is more of a fantasy romance. It's a fantasy with a small plot of romance that goes on in the very back corner of it. So here we have 5 of the 8 books on my TBR for October. The other 3 I will probably read, either listen to them or read them for my library. I don't know which one yet, but these are the ones that I physically own at the moment that will be getting read. Did you just drink out my cup? Go ahead and drink some more. Go ahead and drink some more, girl. Anyways, this is my TBR, plus 3 books I don't physically own. Now, am I being a bit ambitious? Yes. But do I believe I can also do it? Yes, because I can do anything I put my mind to. Thanks for asking. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. If you've read any of the books that I have put on this TBR, let me know. I think the book I'm most excited to get to is the Oleander Sword, strictly for the fact that I am reading the Jasmine Throne right now and loving the fuck out of that book. Okay, I'm loving it. Okay, So I think that's what I'm most excited for off the TBR. But if you've read anything off the TBR, let me know down below. If you have not, then let me know if you want to read any of these. But I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever words you're having it in. Stay tuned for next week's reading vlog. It's going to be a fun one. I think trying to attempt to finish my TBR, September TBR, but making it interesting. You'll see how once that video is up. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. That's up to you. Like I said, I'll see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.